Hola, muy buenas a todos chicos, yo soy xMiM3RT y nada, algo muy rápido, simplemente quería deciros antes de que empezase el vídeo que si sois fan de XXXTENTACION y queréis escuchar un Spanish remix de su canción Sad, podéis meteros en el link que os voy a dejar en la descripción. Esta canción es del artista Mag, la verdad que es un artista bastante bueno, una canción bastante chula. Os la voy a dejar aquí un poquito y si os gusta pues podéis pinchar en el link que voy a dejaros en la descripción y ir directamente a ver su vídeo. Así que nada, ahora sí que sí, dentro vídeo.
¿Quién soy? Tengo miedo de perderlo todo. Por favor, piensa antes de decírmelo. Esto puede causar suicidio. Estoy depresivo, estoy depresivo.
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But, yeah, I guess the law of attraction is pretty accurate. Because if you're mad all the fuck... Obviously, this happens because I was mad, right? I was mad. I was so mad. I was jumping around. I was yelling at people. And I was just pissed the fuck off. And then this happened. So, you know, this probably would not have happened if I hadn't let my brain get into my body, you know? And I definitely think that's a real thing. But I also think that if you feel like shit, you should let yourself feel like shit. Sort of overall, people's view of the world is like, you know, everything is great when you're little and you get older, and then, you know, the world is like then you feel things. So like, you can't feel things until you're like in your 20s or whatever. I'm like, bro, what? Like, dude, until you're like, I feel at least 18, maybe at least 20. That's when you're doing everything for the first time. Whatever you're doing is for the first time. Everything that you feel, yeah, it could get worse or yeah, it could get better, but it's still as big as it's ever been. It doesn't matter. It's all relative. Shout out MONTREALITY. It's BILLIE EILIsh. Well, I grew up vegetarian, so I never actually have had meat in my life, like, ever. So becoming vegan wasn't, like, a huge deal for me because meat was never a thing in my life. So it wasn't like I missed meat. It wasn't like I had something to miss, you know? I feel like when you've grown up with meat and you try to go vegan, it's, like, a lot harder because it's, like, you know what you're missing, you know what you can't have and stuff. But I mean... Dude, animals, bro. Like, I just don't understand the point. Why would you eat an animal when you could eat some chips? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And it's just like, I don't know. People sort of come up with excuses on, like, you know, all animals die anyway. Like, I'm like, bro, we die anyway. You wouldn't kill me because I'm gonna die eventually? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So, I don't know. I mean... It's a hard question because there's so many different reasons to actually be vegan. Oh my god. The thing is, like, I grew up without cable, and I didn't really watch Disney Channel or anything. Like, it's kind of whack. Like, I feel like I watched SpongeBob when I was little, but I actually never watched it. I just had the movie on DVD. So I just rewatched the SpongeBob movie with fucking David Hasselhoff in the end or whatever, like, over and over again. Damn, I feel like my favorite cartoon character honestly would be Cindy from the Boondocks. Because that's, like, me. That's me. That's me if I just did all the things I thought about doing. If I didn't have good judgment, I think that's me. Who knows if I have good judgment, though, low-key. She's just so bad. Like, she's so bad. I feel like...
What do you think you're doing here?
I mean, when she beats that girl up, it's like a Girl Scout, it's kind of hard. Low-key. I also think when she's with her friends and she's, like, on the sidewalk and these dudes pull up in a car and they're like, I don't even know what they do. And she's just like, say what? And she grabs a bat and she just, like, chases them in the car. She's so fire, bro. She's so... And, like, when she's with Riley... And, like, wherever they are, and then a bunch of dudes pull guns out and shit, and they just are like, oh, shit, and it's cool. She's just so... She's just so bad. She's like 12 or something, or 9 or something. I don't even know, but she's bad. I mean, my brother wasn't like huge. He had a phase of a lot of video games, which I think everybody does, and I definitely did. But I was never good at them. Like I played the ones that like were nothing though. I played like Portal 2 when I was like 12 or 11 or something with my friends. We would play Portal 2 all fucking day, all day, or like Just Cause. But I only played Just Cause because I wanted to ride horses in the video game. So I was just like, screw the mission. I'm gonna just ride a horse up the hill. What else? I mean, I'd play Connect. That shit was fire. Oh my, do you remember Connect? Did you ever have Connect?
No, I didn't have it.
Xbox 360 with the little camera at the top, like Dance Central 2. So you just go like, and it knows. Oh my god, that shit was crazy. You can play Fruit Ninja with Connect and just go, woohoo! You're like, woo! That shit's crazy. Oh my god, that shit was so hard. From like a song?
Yeah, like what's the realest shit you ever wrote?
Damn. If I love you was a promise, would you break it if you're honest? Tell the mirror what you know she's heard before. I don't want to be you anymore. That's crazy. And it's what? Like, it's. I don't want to be like cocky, but fuck, that is fire. Like, I don't know. I feel like ever since me and my brother wrote that song. Sorry, my brother and I wrote that song. I know my dad would be on me for saying that shit wrong. Ever since we wrote that song, like, every time I try to write a new thing or, you know, whatever, like, I just keep trying to rewrite that song. Because that's what sticks in my head most, you know? Like, that's... Every time I sit down at the piano or take out the ukulele or I take out the guitar, I start something and I just try to write that song again. Because that song is, like, as real as I've ever been. And, like, touched something, like, so far deep. It was, like, hit my back and went out the other side. So, yeah. Shit's crazy. If I love you was a promise, would you break it if you're honest? Tell the mirror what you know she's heard before. I don't want to be you anymore. Jah was a really complicated human. Despite everything he's been or was or anybody's thoughts of him as an individual or as a whatever, I get it. You can have your opinions, it's okay, but it's like that was someone that stuck with me and got me through something that I felt like, and this may not be true, but I felt like in the moment I would not have gotten through if it weren't for him. And he didn't even know. He hit, it's really weird to talk about because I don't think he was human, to be honest. And he didn't think he was human. I remember him telling me once, he was just like, no, I'm not human. You're not human. We're both aliens. You know, we're not on this earth, really. And it's like, he would always say crazy shit like that, and I would always be like, man, shut the fuck up. But, you know, he was a goofy-ass dude, but he just was, all he was trying to do was be better. You know, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you I knew him really well. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that he, like, you know, that we were best friends and we ruled, like, we weren't at all. I didn't know him very well at all. Not at all. And he had the biggest impact on me, I feel like, more than anybody else did. And, like, I haven't talked about him since that whole thing. Nobody's really asked me because, you know, it was a lot and unbelievably disgusting. That whole thing was disgusting and horrifying. And, you know, due to his past, when I posted what I posted, my friend had been killed, and I was told to delete what I had posted because it was going to damage me through the internet because of people's opinions and people's thoughts. I get that at this much, I get that. But what I feel like the main thing that I realized was like, nothing matters at all between life and death. Nothing matters. The internet, fucking trash. The fact that like, I don't know, and it's like, it's fine, they were just trying to protect me because the world has a lot of views and a lot of opinions, and I get it, and it's whatever, but it's like, dude, that was my person. That was my person. And he was a lot of people's person, you know? It's like insane to like see now, because I just see the impact that he had on people and the impact that he had on me, and I barely even knew him. And that's insane. That's unbelievably insane. And people that didn't even know him, the impact that he had on them, you know? Like, oh my God. He was like a beam of light and just tried to do everything for other people. That was like the most selfless kid I've ever met in my life. Hands down. He'd text me like every day if I was okay. He'd call me and be like, hey, I'm just checking in if you're good. Who does that? R.I.P. X, dude.
MONTREALITY show.